Recording in progress.
Shalom. This week's Sedra VAYETZIE. What really belongs to the individual? Can a single person really lay claim to anything, or does everything belong to God? Does society have claim to our possessions? Can our government claim our belongings are really open to taxation? These questions target the basic foundations of our society's mechanics. Personal versus communal property is a fundamental division all communities need to define. In this week's Torah portion, the question of possessions, including family members, are addressed. If not for divine intervention, a familial bloodbath might have hampered the development of the Jewish people. Yaakov worked for his father-in-law Lavan for years, making him a fortune, a wealthy man. Lavan asked Yaakov, "Well, what should I pay you?" Yaakov said, "Pay me nothing. If you will do this thing for me, I will again pasture and keep your flocks. Let me pass through your whole flock today, removing from there every speckled and spotted animal, every dark-colored sheep, and every spotted and speckled goat. Such shall be my wages." As time went on, and Yaakov's sheep grew, both Lavan and Yaakov grew wealthy. And Yaakov heard the things that Lavan's sons were saying. They were spreading rumors that Yaakov has taken all that their father's wealth, and from that which was our father's, he has built up all this wealth. Yaakov also saw that Lavan's manner towards him was not as it had been in the past. Hashem said to Yaakov, "Return to the land of your fathers where you were born, and I will be with you." Yaakov put his children and wives on camels, and he drove off all his livestock and all the wealth that he had amassed, the livestock in his possession that he had acquired in Padan Aram, to go to his father Yitzchak in the land of Canaan. On the third day after his trip, Lavan was told that Yaakov had fled. Lavan overtook Yaakov, and Lavan said to Yaakov, "What did you mean by keeping me in the dark and carrying off my daughters like captives with the sword? The daughters are my daughters, the children are my children, and the flocks are my flocks. All that you see here that you think is yours is mine," Lavan said. Lavan claimed that his daughters and grandchildren, Yaakov's wives and children, were really Lavan's, and Yaakov had no right to take them. How do we understand Lavan's preposterous claim? The Talmud quoted this teaching that we can use to understand Lavan's claim. Rabbi Yehuda quoted Shmuel's lesson: "One who derives benefit from this world without a blessing is like someone who enjoyed consecrated objects. As it is stated, the earth and all it contains is the Lord's. The earth belongs to all those who live it." A pasuk from Tehillim, from Psalms. Rabbi Levy expressed this concept differently. Rabbi Levy raised a contradiction. He said, "It says in the verses, the earth and all it contains is the Lord's, but it's written elsewhere, the heavens are the Lord's, and the earth he has given over to mankind." Another verse from Psalms. There's clearly a contradiction to whom the earth belongs. But Rabbi Levy himself resolved the contradiction. It's not difficult, he said. The verse that says that the earth is the Lord's speaks about before a blessing is recited. And where it says that God gave the earth to mankind refers to after a blessing is recited. Using Rabbi Levy's lesson in the Talmud about man possessing things on earth once they've recognized God by reciting a blessing, we can better understand Lavan's mistake and Yaakov's objection. Lavan felt everything he once owned was always his. Even things once belonging to God change owners. Possessions are transferable. Yaakov took his children and showed Lavan that he no longer owned his family. They had moved on from him. All too often, we allow others to retain their ownership over us, whether it's physically not allowing us to move on or emotionally holding us back from progressing. We must recognize that no one owns us. We own ourselves and have the right to make the choices we feel are best for ourselves. Powerful, powerful message. Shabbat Shalom.